Hi everybody. When I help out with kids class, I get a lot of questions on how I tie my belt. So today, I'm going to do an extra belt tying tutorial for you guys. We're going to show two different ways. One that's quicker and easier, and the other that I prefer but takes a little bit longer. The first method I'm going to show you is just the standard way to tie your belt. So you're going to find the midpoint and make sure that these ends are even. You're going to cross your gi, and you're going to start with this midpoint right on the front of your hip. You're going to wrap it around the back and pass them off to the other hand and bring it back around front. From here, you go left over right so that there's 3 layers of belt here. The top layer will go underneath the bottom 2 and out the top. From here, you got to fold this one down, go around and up through it, and finish the knot. The downside of this belt tie is that it's not flat on the back and they cross over each other. Again, start with the midpoint, you put it on the front, and wrap it around back, passing it to the other hand. You go left over right, and the top layer goes underneath the bottom 2 and out the top. Now you got to make sure that you fold this one down to go around, or the knot will look weird, like that. So after you fold it down, then you go around and up, finish the knot, and that's it. For the second method, I'm going to show the way that I normally like to tie my belt. So you're going to cross the gi at the very beginning. And this time we don't need to find the midpoint. We're just going to use the side that doesn't have the block for stripes. We're going to start this on our right hip and wrap the belt around 1 and 2 times. Then we're going to pull the belt around in front so that we have the 3 layers here, and this is on our right. We're going to pass the top layer underneath the bottom 2, just like with the first method. And then now we need the other side. So we're going to find these 3 layers and push out the bottom one, which is closest to us. And here's the other side of our belt. We're going to tighten up a little bit just so that it doesn't fall down. And then we're going to measure these with each other. We want the left side with the label to be about 1 inch longer. So if it isn't, you can push this one in a little bit more and pull that one out a little bit more in order to even them out. And then you check them with each other, and this is about how much you want the left side to be longer. Now, you're going to ignore this one for just a sec, the part with the bar, and you're going to take these 2 layers and take the belt and push it through out the bottom. Now you're going to flip it over so that the label faces forward. Then you take this one, put it through the loop, and push it through these 2 layers up the bottom. Now you pull both sides of the belt, finish the knot, and they should be about the same size. Now the reason why I like this version better is because the knot is flatter than the other one, and on the back they don't cross over each other, it's just nice and flat. One more time. We start with the label side on our right hip and wrap it around twice. 1, 2. Now we spin it around so that we have 3 layers in front, and the side with the bar is on our right. We put it under the top layer underneath the bottom 2 and out the top, like with the first method. And then we take these 3 layers and push the bottom one out the bottom. Tighten it up, and we measure them with each other. The side with the label should be about 1 inch longer than the side with the bar. And the side with the label goes in between these 2 layers and out the bottom. We flip it so that the label's facing forward. Now this side on the right goes through the loop and down through these 2 layers. Now we finish the knot. It should be pretty close to the same size. Today we learned 2 different methods on how to tie our belt. The first method I would recommend using in a match. If there's a break in the time and you need to retie your belt, do the quicker version because it's much easier to do. For the second one, you should do it before class when you're getting ready because it's going to stay on longer and it looks much nicer. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you can find a version of tying the belt that you prefer to use. Make sure to like and subscribe. DM me with any questions at Ismael_BJJ_ on Instagram. We'll see you Monday. Have fun. Stay safe. Adios.